You've been coding for months, maybe years. You ship features, you fix bugs, you prompt your way through projects, and yet when someone asks you to explain why something works or to build something without AI, you freeze. Sound familiar? Here's what I've realized. Most of us aren't actually improving. We're just getting better at getting AI to do the work. And there's a cost to that, one the hype bros won't tell you about. I've been there. I've watched too many engineers stay there. So let's talk about what's really happening. Let's start with speed. Does AI even make you faster? One study looked at experienced programmers working on real-world code bases. The assumption was that a senior engineer plus AI would spit out code like a machine gun. But the result was the opposite. Those engineers were actually 19% slower with AI. Why? Because a huge chunk of their time was spent prompting, waiting, and then staring at the output completely sketched out by what it generated. Then there's the learning problem. Anthropic partnered with researchers to see how AI affects developer learning. They took Python developers, gave them a new library to learn, and split them into two groups. One could use AI, the other couldn't. The AI group finished 2 minutes faster, but their test scores? Around 50%. The group that didn't use AI scored 67%. They were slower, but they actually understood the material. And the biggest gap? Debugging questions, the exact skill you need when vibe coding inevitably goes wrong. So let's stop pretending. AI is not a shortcut to competence. It's a tool. And if you don't build the foundation, you're just speedrunning technical debt. This isn't new. Back in 2006, computer scientist Jeannette wrote an article called Computational Thinking. Her point was simple. Computer science is not computer programming. It's a way of thinking. She said computational thinking involves solving problems, designing systems, and understanding human behavior by drawing on the concepts fundamental to computer science. That means abstraction, decomposition, invariance, separation of concerns. It means knowing how to break a large, messy problem into pieces that a machine or a human can handle. Vibe coding skips all of that. You ask the AI to build the house, and when the roof leaks, you have no idea where the pipes are. You never learn to think like an engineer. You learn to prompt like one. So how do you actually build that foundation? I had to stop treating AI as a code generator and start treating it as a tutor. There's a prompt I rely on. It's called the Fisherman's prompt by Disler. It's not teach me X. It's structured. I am a your level profession and I want to learn topic so I can achieve objective. Follow the rules below to generate a comprehensive yet concise mini course for rapid learning. The rules force the AI to use concrete examples, real-world use cases, and to ask for feedback before moving on. I've used this to learn everything from new frameworks to deep systems concepts. The goal isn't to have the AI write code for me. It's to use it to build the mental models Wing talked about. I ask, explain this to me like I'm a senior engineer. I force it to give me the why, not just the how. Now let's talk about the next level. Knowing how to learn is one thing. Knowing what to learn and going deep is what separates the vibe coders from the real builders. Look at Stripe. I've studied how Stripe engineers work. They ship 1,300 pull requests a week. Their agents, called minions, operate on a code base with millions of lines, a stack that's mostly homegrown, and real-world constraints like moving over $1 trillion a year. They don't vibe code. They agentic engineer. What does that mean? It means they know their domain so deeply they can build systems that understand it. They built a blueprint engine that mixes deterministic code with agentic loops because they know exactly which parts of a problem need creativity and which need reliability. They built a toolshed to manage hundreds of internal tools so their agents don't choke on context. They gave agents their own isolated dev boxes mirroring the human engineer's environment. As I said earlier, specialization wins. You can't out-prompt a problem you don't understand. You have to own the domain. So here's the path I've taken and the one I'd offer to you. Stop vibe coding. Treat AI as a co-pilot, not a crutch. If you don't understand what it generated, you don't own it. Learn how to learn. Use structured prompts like the Fisherman's prompt to build foundational knowledge. Read the classics like Jeannette Wing's article to understand what true computational thinking is. And go deep. Specialize. Pick a domain. FinTech, distributed systems, whatever, and understand it so thoroughly you can build tools and agents that operate within it better than anyone else.